Hello, everyone. So again, this is going to be a part two, a quick segment following up the podcast I recorded of Vida for channel 367. So I wanted to just address one more question. This question is going to go ahead and focus on how the characters and the plot of Vida was able to reveal new ways that we are able to consider religion and spirituality through sites such as the body, mind, spirit, and sexuality. I think this is an important topic to speak on, especially talking about a show such as Vida. And I wanted to start off by talking on Lyn's Limpia and how that is a form of spirituality that Vida exposes us to. You know, oftentimes rituals such as limpias are seen down upon, especially in the Latinx community. I know for my family, when talking about limpias or stuff like that, it's often seen as voodoo or witchcrafty. And I know that could be offensive for some, but I know that in the Latinx population, it could be seen such as that. But I think being able to see it through Vida really kind of just broadens the horizon, especially when speaking on spirituality. We see that this isn't voodoo or this isn't anything like that. This is something that is going to be used for Lyn to help her out in her spiritual journey that she's going to be a part of, as now probably going to be living in East LA. So I think Vida really exposes us to that and just lets you know, don't be scared of trying new things and new experiences by that. And I think I want to relate that also to Facio. When Facio was doing ceremonies, such as the one I spoke on earlier, for some people, it could be seen as a waste of time or, you know, something that won't work. But for her, it really did work, and it helped her find her connection with her spiritual journey and so on. When talking about body, mind, and spirit and embracing sexuality, I think one scene that really has stuck with me is when Emma goes out to a local bar and she explains that she's going to be, you know, just testing the waters to be able to relate it back to her religion, back to the bar that she owns. But I think she was able that night to embrace her sexuality, be open to trying new things, meeting new people. And I think that really just kind of signifies what this question is asking. Looking at traditions and just other forms of spirituality, I want to touch on traditions. And this takes me to the character of Eddie. And traditions are, I feel, a big part for this character, especially traditions that might be held in the bar or traditions that might be held in the East LA community. Because Eddie, for example, a tradition that I saw was that his friends do not pay for their drinks, which to some it could be seen as something that is rude or something along those lines. But for Eddie, that's a tradition for her to be able to have her friends over and just enjoy a good time. And those are memories that are made. And I think this again relates back to spirituality. Having such traditions for Eddie is going to allow her to be able to embrace her spirituality and go on a spiritual journey, especially now after her wife has passed away. I think those traditions just mean even more to her and are just going to help guide her in her journey to be able to heal from the loss of her wife. So other than that, again, I think this show was really moving and a really good experience to be able to relate it back to all the readings and materials we've learned this semester. And that's about it. Thank you for listening.